Hey, what's up, y'all? It is Lisa Blonay, and I'm back with another live video. Thank you so much for tapping into Blonay Got Tea. Make sure you smash that like button, share out this live, and if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Like I say all the time, we may not break the news, but we sure can talk about it. And over here, we are always into something, so let's get into it. Y'all, tonight, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. All right. Now, I know my thumbnail may be a little bit confusing, but I'm going to get it together. All right. Now, I wanted to come to you guys tonight, and talk to you about R. Kelly's last girlfriend finally speaking out after 5 years. I would say damn near six, but she did meet with her family. She did speak to them. So we're going to say 5 years. All right. Zero contact with her family for 5 years. We have not heard from Joycelyn Savage in almost 5 years. Now, if you exclude the book that she wrote, which I did a video on, and I read her book, and the pregnancy announcement that she had R. Kelly's baby. And you know what? We still don't know if that's true or not, right? But let's go ahead and get into this, all right? And you guys know I like to take you back to the hood like K Swiss, and that's exactly what I'm about to do, okay? So before there was even a Diddy trial, if y'all don't remember, there was R. Kelly, okay? And just like Diddy committed his crimes over 2 decades, okay? I think Diddy is probably like 3 decades, right? R. Kelly was 2 decades, okay? 2 decades he was able to get away with what he got away with. Now, let me bring you guys up to speed, all right? And kind of give you a little reminiscence history lesson, right? Hold on, guys. Now, if you guys didn't know, or if I have to refresh your memory, right? R. Kelly was arrested in July of 2019 in Chicago on federal charges related to child and obstruction of justice. Now, he was reportedly taken into custody outside of his residence at Trump Tower, Chicago, while walking his dog, y'all. Okay. So they literally snagged him while he was out for a walk. Okay. Thinking he's about to go back in his house, and he never saw the inside of his house again. Okay. Now, this is according to NBC. It's on NBC, ABC. It's on the major outlets. Recorded. It was reported in all the major outlets. Now, the federal agents also conducted a search of his Trump Tower apartment following the arrest. Now, if you guys don't know, at the time of R. Kelly's arrest, or shortly before that, he had two girlfriends. I guess you would say it's a polyamorous relationship, for whatever that's worth. But one of his girlfriend's names was Azriel McClary, and the other girlfriend's name was Joycelyn Savage. All right. And if you guys remember the infamous sit down interview that they had with Gayle King, as well as R. Kelly, didn't he have one too as well? And we're going to go over those guys. All right. Now, the reason why I have her sister, which that is her little sister on the thumbnail, okay? And her little sister, well, one of her sisters, because she has a younger sister. But the specific sister I'm talking about is Jay. I think her name is Jai. And she currently got engaged, okay? Now, Jay and Say are a YouTube couple. Well, I know them from YouTube. Okay. I follow them on YouTube. They make cute, content and couple related content, and I love it. And I was looking on their page, and they announced that they were engaged. Okay. So he proposed to her. And shortly after he proposed to her, he went to Jay's family. okay, which is Timothy Savage, and I forgot what the mother's name. Let's go ahead and look that up. I think her name is Jocelyn, okay? And Timothy Savage is also Joycelyn, Joycelyn's father as well, okay? So this is where the tie comes in at. But first, before we get into the R. Kelly, hold on. Let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys. Because this is what led me to the R. Kelly and the Jocelyn and finding the latest video that she just released. Okay, I'm going to let you guys see that too as well. But first, let's take a look at Jay and Say because they are engaged, you guys. All right. Let me see if I can pull up their TikTok so you guys can see a little bit on Jay and Say. And like I said, they're on TikTok. They're a TikTok couple. They make couple related, content, and it's really really cute. I like it, and I've been following them ever since. Now, have I always known that she is Jocelyn's little sister? Yes, because at the time I was really doing a lot of R. Kelly videos because it was kind of the viralness, during the R. Kelly trial, and I was covering the R. Kelly trial as well. So I don't remember. I think I posted a video or something like that, and she kind of reached. She didn't reach out to me, but she made a comment, and she was like, like don't say that about my family, or that's no. She said something to the effect that that's not true, or something like that. But don't quote me on that. But she made a comment, and then I think I reached out to her and said something. I don't know. But anyways, y'all, I knew that she was Joycelyn's little sister because I had been following Joycelyn, Azriel, as well as Timothy Savage and R. Kelly, the whole R. Kelly case, the whole fiasco. So, yes, I was familiar and knew that she was the little sister of Joycelyn Savage, who happens to be R. Kelly's last girlfriend because Azriel Clary eventually went back to her family, but Joycelyn Savage never left R. Kelly. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but Joycelyn Savage never broke up with R. Kelly. Okay, she remained with R. Kelly before he got arrested. When he got arrested, both Azriel and Joycelyn were both in the apartment. And to this day, she is still with him. Okay. Now, besides the book that she put out, I'm not sure what year, we're going to look that up. And the baby announcement that we still don't know if it's true or not. We still don't know if she had R. Kelly's baby or not. But besides those two instances, we ain't heard from her. We as the public have not heard from her. Her family damn sure ain't heard from her. Okay. Let me see if I can pull them up right quick. Let me see if I can pull up the TikTok page so we can give a congratulations to Say and Jay on their engagement, you guys. Okay. This is sort of like I got good news and bad news. I'm gonna give you the good news first, okay? So this is their page, and I'm just gonna show you guys a few of their posts so you guys can get an idea. And we are going to wish them, right? Well, I think a congratulations is due because Say proposed to Jay, and I don't even know if it's Jay or Jai because I forgot her full name is I think Jalen. I think her name is Jalen. I'm not too sure. Hold on, you guys. But let's go ahead and look at her page, okay? So this is their TikTok page, you guys, all right? And like I say, they make cute couple content created, couple related content for TikTok, all right? And let's just see a couple of their videos, okay? And then I'll take you to when she got her ring. But they are just so cute, you guys. Let me show you one of their videos. And then we'll get to the proposal.
I'm alive. I'm dead. I'm watching TV. I'm looking at you. Fuck you.
Let me show you guys another video. But hold up, y'all. Let me mute so you guys can hear the video.
Turned up, down my main. She my nigga for a reason. I can feel her on.
Okay, now we're going to get to the proposal video right quick before we get into the R. Kelly and Joycelyn Savage portion of this video, okay? Hold on, you guys. Let me show you this video.
Boy, you really am in.
Okay, so I had to turn the sound off because, of course, there's music. But you can see she's happy with the rock that she got on her hand. I just wanted to send out a congratulations to both Jay and Say on their engagement. And this is Joycelyn Savage's little sister. Well, she has a younger sister, right? But this is one of her sisters, okay? And it was really heartbreaking when they were trying to like get in contact with her and they had a rare phone call with her, and you could just tell how hurt that Jay was, and she has a littler sister. that is probably still in school as of right now, and I'm not sure. But it was really, really sad to see the family trying so desperately to reach out to Jocelyn, and Jocelyn just kept on like just dissing her family, not wanting to see or talk to her family. And I never quite understood why she never wanted to contact her family. And she would say, I'm all right, you know, R. Kelly, I'm not brainwashed. R. Kelly's not doing anything to me. But I think that the reason why she wasn't with her family, what in a large part was because of the control that she was under with R. Kelly. Okay. And it's almost deja vu that we're seeing it the same thing with D, doll. You know what I'm saying? So let me show you the video that I saw that allowed me to roll into the R. Kelly portion and kind of revive R. Kelly's story, right? Let me go ahead and show you guys this proposal video, and hopefully we can listen to it. It doesn't have music in it. So let me pull it up for you guys.
Alright, so I ain't gonna really talk y'all heads off or, you know what I'm saying, want to make this quick because I really don't want Jay to expect anything. So pretty much I know Jay's 25th birthday is about to be Friday, so I wanted to just make it as special as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the surprise, but I wanted to pretty much ask y'all for y'all blessing.
Let me see.
But she don't know that she's about to propose to me.
Oh, maybe.
Oh no, facts. I needed y'all to do that. I needed you to record on that camera, so I need y'all to hear.
You know, God bless you. Yeah, I'm a blessing.
Yep. I want y'all to be there so that y'all can be able to see it. Alright, so I ain't gonna really talk y'all heads off or, you know what I'm saying, want to make this quick because I really don't want Jay to expect anything. So pretty much I know Jay's 25th birthday is about to be Friday, so.
So you guys, so you saw him ask for Jay's parents, you know what I'm saying, his mom and dad's blessings. He showed her the ring. And yeah, you guys, I just wanted to share that with you because that is happy news. That is good news. Okay. Whether you believe in marriage or not, I love seeing young love. And like I said, I follow them on TikTok and you can generally tell that they truly, truly cherish each other. And if only for a moment, I say fucking congratulations. And it's good to see it. All right. Good to see young love. Now let's go ahead and get into the R. Kelly and Joycelyn Savage finally speaking out after 5 years of zero contact with her family. Now, when I say speaking out, it's in a video, y'all. Okay. I don't even think she has still yet reached out or contacted or had any contact with her family. Okay. But she did put a video out. But let me just give you a little context. Okay. Into what is going on. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Because if you guys remember in July of 2019, R. Kelly was arrested on federal charges, including child and obstruction of justice, right? Let me see. And this was just part of his legal troubles that he had. Now, I don't know if you guys saw the documentary. I think it was on Lifetime. It was called Surviving R. Kelly. Yeah. I watched that too. Okay. And that kind of told, you know what I'm saying, exactly what happened with R. Kelly. But let me go ahead and pull up this article for you guys so we can get into this. Let me see, guys. Just so I can give you guys some facts and bring you guys up to speed, and then we'll get into the video. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or not that Azriel, and both Azriel and Joycelyn were left in the Trump Towers in Chicago. Okay, so this is where R. Kelly was staying at. And those two ended up getting into a big ass brawl that was on TMZ and everything, right? And like I said, Azriel ended up linking and getting back with her family, but Joycelyn never left R. Kelly. Okay? She remained with R. Kelly even after his arrest. And that's what makes this a thing, right? That she's finally reaching out and we're finally getting a video for her. Now, I think the video that she released, we'll look at the date on it because it wasn't like just right now. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull this up. And the fact that both the mother and father spoke out about the latest video that has been, released, we're assuming it's by Jocelyn or Joycelyn, but I think the family has some reservations. I don't think they fully believe it, but let me see. Let's go ahead and get into this. And let me pull up this article for you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in. Make sure you push that like button. Share out this live. You guys, we are on the road to 10K. So if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. And let's see. Let's get into a little bit about R. Kelly and the charges he was facing and all of that, okay? Because prior to his federal arrest, Kelly had already faced charges in Chicago, okay, with the actual abuse. So let me go ahead and get into this for the R. Kelly actual abuse case. And this is from Wikipedia, you guys. American R&B singer R. Kelly has faced repeated accusations of sexual abuse for incidences dating from 1991 to 2018. And he has been the subject of a long-term investigation by the Chicago Sun-Times since August of 2000. He has been tried in multiple civil suits and in criminal trials starting in 1996 and culminating in a 2021 conviction for violation of the Mann Act and Racketeering Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. There's that RICO, guys. This is what Diddy is echoing. Same thing. Remember, the Mann Act was also included in Diddy. Just FYI, right? Because I followed the Diddy trial as well. Same exact charges right there. All right. And a 2022 conviction for production of Isle on. Defenders of Kelly maintained that he was merely a playboy and X symbol. And Judge Ann Donnelly, who presided over the Kelly's trial in 2021, summarized Kelly's actions as having used his fame and organization to lure young people into abusive sexual relationships, a racketeering enterprise that the government alleged spanned about 25 years. Well, what do you know? Wasn't Diddy's about 24 years? Or was his 30 years? I think they could only go back. They could only include 24 years. Whatever the case may be, it is clearly over almost 2.5 decades for both of these men. And it's just crazy how these cases are echoing each other. But birds of a feather flock together. And if there's an R. Kelly and there's a Diddy, then there is more out there. Okay? I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but common sense. Let's go on with this article. Following leaked video recordings, Kelly was prosecuted on monogamy charges in 2002, leading to a controversial trial that ended with an acquittal in 2008 on all charges. In 2018, Kelly released a response track titled "I Admit," in which he refuted the claims of sexual abuse, cult leading, and a minor behavior. Now, the 2019 documentary "Surviving R. Kelly" re-examined Kelly's sexual misconduct with minors, prompting RCA Records to terminate his contract. Renewed interest in the allegations resulted in additional investigations by law enforcement beginning in 2019, which led to multiple convictions and Kelly's arrest in 2021 and 2022. He was convicted of multiple charges involving child and you know what, and is currently serving a 31-year combined sentence at FCI Butner Medium. So I guess that's where I guess that's where he's at. Okay. So I think he's been in there for about 6 years. He's been in there for 6 years, you guys. All right. Now, his differs in that his charges were against a minor. Now, if you guys don't know, Diddy has another civil trial coming up. I think it starts the discovery, or maybe the initiation of it starts October 17th. So he's not even out of the water, you guys. Diddy is going to be sentenced on October the 3rd, and on the 17th, he has another civil trial beginning. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys the backstory of how and what happened to R. Kelly. Now let's get into Joycelyn. Okay, his last girlfriend. When you really think about it, this was his last girlfriend, you guys. Because remember, Azriel went back to her family. She eventually ended up reuniting with her family. And she was online for a while. But, this just goes to show you the things that that these men got away with for so long. It just boggles my mind sometimes when I think about it, But let's go ahead and get into this video that I want to show you, okay? Because there is a video, let me see. And like I said, she's had zero contact with her family. She hasn't contacted her family in 5 years. 5 years, y'all. They didn't know if she was dead or alive. She is still with R. Kelly, and I feel that he's controlling her in one way. Okay, I believe that he still has people on the outside. Now, can she leave on her own free will? I'm pretty sure if she wanted to visit her family, she could. And I'll never understand that, but maybe it's not to be understood. But let me show you the last time that they ever even talked to their daughter, their sister. And let me pull this up. Now, this was a phone call that they were able to talk to her on speakerphone from a lawyer's office, okay? Like I say, y'all, R. Kelly still has people out here on the outside. Now, I don't think she's just against her will, like she can't go see her family. But you never know. Okay? You never know. But I'm not going to put that much power in R. Kelly. But, they are not trying to give Diddy any time of leeway. They're not trying to grant him any type of bail because remember, he offered 50 million. I sound like Cat Williams. Even Cat Williams, remember when Cat Williams was like, I had to turn down 50 million 4 times or 5 times to keep this virgin hole of mine. Well, the courts turned down Diddy's pleas for denial, 50 million. He was willing to put up 50 million. How many times? 4 times now? 4 times? I may be wrong. It may be 5. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this video. And like I said, it's the last time that the family publicly that we know has spoken to Joycelyn Savage. Let's go ahead and get into this, guys.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on.
Hello? Hello? Hey, hello? It's Joycelyn?
Hi, hello?
Hey, Joycelyn, this is Mommy.
Hi, this is Joycelyn. I just want to let you know, like right now, I need you to listen, like really listen to me. I have told you guys a million times that I am okay where I am, and I'm happy. So I just really want to let you know that.
Who's listening to this conversation?
I'm telling you, nobody's listening to something. This is me talking. This is your own daughter. This is your daughter talking. I'm letting you know.
Joycelyn,
A
Joy.
million times, plenty of times that I'm okay. You know that I'm happy. You know exactly where I'm at, and you need to stop. You just
Hey, Joycelyn.
okay.
Hey, Joycelyn. It's Jory. We love you, Joycelyn. We love you,
Love
Joycelyn.
you too. I love you too. Please put
Can you please come home?
I love you too. Please put back on the phone.
Can you please
I'm
come
here,
home?
I'm here, Joycelyn.
Okay. Like I said a million times, Mom, I am not helping.
Can you please come home?
I'm not. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
I'm listening to you, Joycelyn.
Okay. I'm happy where I'm at. I told you a million times where I am, and I am very happy.
Why haven't you been able to call? Why haven't you been able to call anybody in your family or friends?
Okay. I get what you're saying, but I need you to understand.
I understand you're happy, but why haven't you been able to call any of your family or your friends to come to your granddaddy's funeral? And you know your grandmother has stage 4 cancer. You haven't called her, and they're very worried.
Okay. I understand that, but I'm just letting you know I need you guys to understand that I'm very happy.
How will we know you're happy when we don't hear from you in 2 years?
Okay. Well, I have to go now.
I love you, Joycelyn.
I have to go now.
You have to go. Mommy loves you, and no matter what nobody says, we love you.
Okay. All right. Bye. Love you.
Okay, so you guys see Jay right there. This was 2019, maybe, that this call was made. And you heard the mother say that they had not heard from Joycelyn in 2 years prior to this call right here. Okay, this is her younger sister, right? So you guys see Jay right there, the one who's engaged. And y'all, this was very, very hard for this family. It was very traumatic. They went through a lot. And this was the last phone call. This was the last phone call. Okay. Now, if you guys don't remember the interview that Azriel Clary did on Gayle King as well as Joycelyn Savage, I'm going to pull up a clip of that, okay? Now, remember, there was some controversy as to both Joycelyn, no, not Joycelyn, because Joycelyn, I think, was 20, maybe 20 years old when she met R. Kelly or something like that. She was of age, right? But Azriel was a minor when she met R. Kelly, okay? And remember, there was a little bit of controversy behind the parents of these children at the time, okay? Because word on the curb is that some of these parents were pimping out their children. Now, I'm not saying in this instance, right? But when you really dig deep into exactly how Azriel met R. Kelly and exactly how Joycelyn met R. Kelly, it brings about questions, at least for Azriel's sake, okay? Because I kind of dived into that, and she was at a concert. She went to an R. Kelly concert, and then, you know, it went from there, okay? Now, let me go ahead and pull up the interview that they did with Gayle King. Now, not only did Azriel and Joycelyn do a sit-down interview with Gayle King, but R. Kelly did as well. Now, let me see if I have this clip for you guys. I'm going to show you guys right quick. Let's see. Let me show you guys. Now, with the latest video that we just received, and I just saw from Joycelyn, the parents are questioning it. They don't seem to believe that it is their daughter. But let me go ahead and bring it up so you guys can see, okay? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me see where it is. Hold on, guys. All right. Wait a minute, guys. Where is it? Okay. Now, like I said, this is the latest video that is out, you guys. And I'm getting ready to show you right now. Hold on. You guys look at this video, listen to this video, and let me know. I don't know if you'd be familiar with Joycelyn's voice or anything like that, but they're saying it's deep fake is what they're thinking, all right? So you guys let me know what you guys think, all right? Now, this was June of this year, right? Okay. Let me pull this video up. You guys take a listen and let me know what you guys think about the whole thing.
Hi everyone, my name is Joycelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old. Hi everyone, my name is Joycelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old and I'll be 30 next month. I just want to come out here shortly to let you guys know that I am not a victim. I've been with Robert for 10 years. He has been incarcerated for 6 years, and I have seen him every weekend for the past 6 years. Just 3 years ago, my name is Joycelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old and I'll be 30 next month. I just want to come out here shortly to let you guys know that I am not a victim. I've been with Robert for 10 years. He has been incarcerated for 6 years, and I have seen him every weekend for the past 6 years. Just 3 years ago, I proposed to Robert and he said yes. and we are planning on getting married and having a family, and I'm very excited about that. But anyways, I just want to come out here soon. I have hope, and just you guys, please just do not believe the lies, because enough is enough. It's been 6 years and I'm just tired. I choose not to call my mother and father because I do not want to talk to them. I have a cell phone and I choose not to call them. So I'm a grown woman, and if I decide not to call them, that's my choice. And it is what it is. So once again, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm in love and I'm good. So my name is Joycelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old and I'll be 30 next month. I just want to come out here shortly to let you guys know.
Okay, so that is the video, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about that. Now, the family, as far as her parents, they are not kind of buying this. They're saying that it may be deep fake. But my question is, why does she not want to talk to her family? What could have been done that is so bad and so dastardly and so incomprehensible that she cannot utter a word or reach out to her family ever? I feel like she's being coerced in some way, shape, or form. She's being controlled in one way, shape, or form, because that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. She's sitting up here like literally throwing in our face like, I have a phone. If I want to call my parents, I will. Now, to each his own, which is true, right? If she doesn't want to call her parents, she doesn't have to. But why? Why make such a big fuss and cause so much stress and anguish and pain for your parents? Because that's what they're living in. And for your little sister, did they deserve this too? So this is what leads me to believe that she is under duress, she's under some kind of control, or she's being coerced, okay, or even brainwashed. Now I know she's a grown ass woman, but remember, she's been with R. Kelly for 10 years. Okay, and she's just 29 years old, and he's been locked up for 6. Okay, kind of like the Cassie was 19 too as well. You guys see the pattern? This is how they get your mind. They start young. And this is why it's sometimes incomprehensible for someone who has common sense, right? Or who hasn't experienced this. It's hard for us to grasp it, right? Or wrap our minds around the fact that you don't want to talk to your parents and that you are under some type of control, which is my opinion. Okay, she may just not want to talk to her parents. I don't see why not. That you can't just reach out, just once a year, once a month, like zero contact for 5 years. And this is the video that she put out. Now, I want you to hear the parents' response to this, okay? Because like I told you, they're not buying it. They do not believe that this is Joycelyn. They believe that this has been manipulated in some type of way. And like I said, even deep fake. Now, if you guys know a deep fake video from a regular like AI video, it seems real, okay? Because there's a difference between a deep fake video and just a regular fake video, if you guys get my drift, okay? Now, I wanted to share with you exactly how the parents are feeling. It's Tim, and I think the mom's name is Jonjolyn or something like that. We're getting ready to see, guys. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Let's see. Oh no, I think it's this one too as well. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I think it's this one still. Oh, I took it down. Let me bring it back up for you guys. Because I think I'm going to pull that story up off of TikTok. But let me see. And I'll play the Joycelyn Savage video one more time, but let's just hear what her parents have to say. And somebody put love is love. Girl, that is not love. That is not love. I can understand her being with R. Kelly all day long, but girl, you can go to your mama's house and do your laundry. You can go over there and have a cup of coffee with somebody. Like, you can call your father. And what I don't understand is, why wouldn't she call her sister? Because she was talking to her sister and not her mom and dad at one given moment and given time. And I just don't understand the total cutoff. But I do understand being in a relationship where a man is controlling you and he isolates you from your family. Okay, I've been in those relationships before. And this is what I'm saying. Okay, something is not right with this relationship. Let me show you guys what the mom and dad have to say. And it should be right here. Like I said, this is June, okay? This is June of this year. No, this is June. Yeah. Let me see. June 22nd of this year. Hold on, guys.
Of our daughter Joycelyn. It's been about a little over 6 years since we physically have seen her out in public. The video that we saw did bring some concerns because it appears that the video is AI generated. Anybody knows about AI, how realistic videos can be from just a simple picture. Her voice, speech didn't match some of the video recordings. The gestures within raw image on her shirt. Actually, the mouth moved when she talked, and so it's brought some serious questions, and it confirms why
very serious concerns.
It confirms why we have been fighting so hard just to make sure she's fine, healthy, and okay. Basically, that's all we want to know. Like in the video, if that was her, she said that she has a choice if she wants to have a relationship with her family, her parents especially, and that's true. We just wanted to make sure she's fine, healthy, and okay, and
that's all we asked for.
And the video that we saw today, it still doesn't answer our questions because the video definitely appears to be AI generated.
We've been through so much as a family, you know. We have no other choice tonight to file a report, a missing person report, twice. If you think back and look at all the times that has happened in the past where they said that she had a baby, that was false. They also said some other things about her that was false, like the book, false. The Patreon account, false. These things concerns us as a parent. We really need to find what's going on with our daughter, because at the end of the day, we don't know what's going on. We are eager to find out. So please pay attention. Look at what we see and judge for yourself and tell somebody else and say, hey, does this look like an AI generated? Because it looks like it to us. So thank you.
And whoever is behind the video, we demand answers, and we hope to get a resolution soon and to have some type of closure. And if she wants to have a relationship with her family or not, that doesn't matter at this point. We just want to know that she's fine, healthy, and okay.
Right. That's all we ask for, to make sure you're fine, healthy, and okay. We love you. From your parents,
yes, we do.
And from family. Thank you.
So you guys heard from the family and their concerns. Now we're gonna take a look at that video one more time because they said that her mouth was not matching her words on some of the words, and that the words were off, and that her mouth, the way that her mouth was moving. But y'all, she hasn't been in contact with her family in 5 years. Not one phone call, nothing. Now, on the previous call, the previous video that I showed you guys, that was as far back as I think 2020, when you saw them speaking on her on speakerphone. And if you guys remember, the mother mentioned that the grandmother was ill, and she just kind of brushed it off. Yeah, I understand that, but no. Something is going on with her. I don't know if R. Kelly still has people on the outside, but I feel like she's being held or she's under duress. And somehow is unable to leave. Now, I don't know what you guys think. And you heard Timothy Savage, her father, mention the book that he said was fake. And also, she said that she had I think it was in 2022, maybe it was 2023, she claimed to have had R. Kelly's baby. Now, that may just have been a rumor. It may not even have came, from a reputable source, but that's up in the air too, you guys. Okay? Now, the question is, does she have a choice? Is she okay? Because there's a lot of unanswered questions. And I feel like this family has been living in anguish and uncertainty for so long, because this has been going on for the past 6 years. This has been going on for the past 6 years. And see, I think she doesn't want them to start to dig deeper, because as you heard the father say, he's going to file a missing persons report, because they do not feel like this video is truly their daughter. And with AI and deep fake now being used more than ever, sometimes it's hard to tell, y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this video. Now that we're looking at what the parents said, we're going to look at it in that context, okay? We're going to watch her mouth, see if some of the words are off. They said something about she has an R. Kelly shirt on and like the picture kind of shifted or something like that. So let's just look for some oddities that may indicate that this is not really Joycelyn speaking on this video that was released in June of this year. Let me go back and pull up the video. We're going to watch it one more time, guys. Now, pay close attention to her mouth. Look at the picture that she has on her shirt. Look for any, oddities, something that's off, something that's not right, something that looks fake, okay? All right, let's go. She is talking kind of robotic, ain't she?
And I'll be 30 next month. I just want to come out here shortly to let you guys know. My name is Joycelyn Savage. I'm 29 years old, and I'll be 30 next month. I just want to come out here shortly to let you guys know that I am not a victim. I've been with Robert for 10 years. He has been incarcerated for 6 years, and I have seen him every weekend for the past 6 years. Just 3 years ago, I proposed to Robert, and he said yes. And we are planning on getting married and having a family, and I'm very excited about that. But anyways, I just want to come out here and let you guys know to please do not believe the lies that my mother and father are coming out here saying about me and Robert. I am not held against my will. I am not a sex slave. I am not brainwashed or any of those crazy lies that were told on me. And I just want Robert to get the righteous justice that he deserves, because he deserves to be free. Enough is enough. I'm tired, and he's tired as well. So I just want you guys to continue to please pray for him. I'm praying for him. I believe that he will be out soon. I have hope. And just, you guys, please just do not believe the lies, because enough is enough. It's been 6 years and I'm just tired. I choose not to call my mother and father because I do not want to talk to them. I have a cell phone and I choose not to call them. So I'm a grown woman, and if I decide not to call them, that's my choice. And it is what it is. So once again, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm in love and I'm good. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great day. Bye.
Oh, she talking about, okay, so Joycelyn is talking about she in love, girl. I don't know why. She is in love with R. Kelly. Even after all of the things he's been accused of, convicted of, not just accused, he was found guilty. Okay? He was found guilty. There gotta be some type of there gotta be something going on, y'all. There has to be. Now, I'll take the love thing, and she's infatuated with R. Kelly, and she can't see the forest for the trees. But the fact that she doesn't want to, she's not contacting her family, it just draws suspicion. Now, it may be something that we don't know, right? But I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. You guys let me know what you think about this. Now, like I said, when this case was in the papers and it was viral and the case was actually going on, I did several videos, numerous videos. Okay, some of my viral videos were on R. Kelly. Now I want to pull up the videos that I did because, like I said, once R. Kelly was arrested, both Azriel and Joycelyn remained in the hotel. Okay, he was staying in the Trump Hotel, and they got into a fight. Now I don't know if you guys remember this fight or not, but I'm about to show you a clip. Hold on, you guys. I'm about to show you a clip of them when they got into the fight. Okay. But you guys saw that video. Now, me personally, it didn't look like anything was off. It does look a little blurry. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing really like, it's not a sharp image. It looks very, very blurry, very, very distorted to me. I don't know if it's low pixels. I don't know if they're on an Obama phone, but it's just not up to par. It's very, very low quality, right? You can't see her crisp and clear. But like I said, that AI can fool you, and especially that deep fake, it looks so real, y'all. It looks so real. Okay, hold on. Let me see if it's here. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring this video up. You guys go ahead and take a look at this video. All right, and this is the fight that Azriel and Joycelyn had. It's a pretty old. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. Like I said, this video is pretty old. Not really pretty old. It's a few years ago when, in and around when R. Kelly got arrested. But like I said, something is going on with Joycelyn. I'm still worried about her. Well, I'm not really worried because I don't even worry in my life. So I need to take that word out of my vernacular. But I am concerned that she may not be safe. But the question is, does R. Kelly still have cronies on the outside? All right. And it's not that too far-fetched to believe, right? That he would have somebody still operate on the outside. Now, you ask most people, they'll probably think that R. Kelly's just broke, right? He just got $1 and a dime to his name. Now, I don't know how true that is. Do you guys still think that he holds some of his wealth? Because I don't know how that works. you know, they can seize your wealth. If you are found guilty of certain crimes, federally, they can seize your assets as well as your wealth. So that's the reason why I asked that question. Let me see if I can find this video for you guys. Because I did save it, but I don't know how that works, y'all. Y'all gotta let me know. Because if I'm not mistaken, like in the Diddy trial, like once he's sentenced, can they not seize his assets or freeze his assets?
Joycelyn Savage, one of the last women to be in a relationship with RK, besides, of course, Azriel Clary, who testified for the prosecution in the trial against RK, which he was found guilty of 8 counts of sex trafficking and 1 of racketeering in New York, and he'll be sentenced in May. Now, shortly before and after the verdict that put her king behind bars, she took to her Instagram and she has a message and a warning. She wants us to know that R. Kelly is her man only, and she plans to stick by him. Although we thought that she would testify for the defense in the R. Kelly trial, but she ended up not taking the stand and keeping her silence until now. Let's check out what she had to say. Let's make it make sense together. They want me to turn on my man so bad, but my loyalty is not up for a price. You cannot pay me to flip on my man. Everybody saw money, deals, and etc. and started talking, spreading lies, but me, I stayed down and I'm going to continue. She goes on to say, at the end of the day, I don't owe none of y'all no explanation. And when the time is right, I will respond, whether it be on YouTube or someone else's page. None of y'all knows what goes on behind the scenes. So y'all thinking y'all opinions matter. I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to speak on it until the timing is right. Y'all are going to feel real stupid and very foolish when this appeal happens and the real evidence is brought into clear his name. Y'all think y'all know everything, but just wait. And please keep the same energy when his name is cleared. And that's all, period. Now, she may have not said it like that, but that's how I see it. Now, I know y'all remember the fight they had at the Trump Tower, right? Shortly after R. Kelly was taken into custody, I did a whole video on it. Make sure you go check it out. But I got this from Joycelyn's IG, so obviously she wants you to remember it too. Talk about exploitation. Anyways, go ahead and check this out. But sometimes TMZ can be a hater. I might have to take it down. Harvey, just let me use this short clip. Hey. Look, I have no dog in this fight. I'm just here to deliver the messy in these streets. But I will say this. R. Kelly remains behind bars, and R. Kelly separately is still facing trial in Chicago on child X images and obstruction charges. He is also due to face X abuse charges in Illinois and Minnesota. And that's upcoming still. So no matter how much he tends on snitching, allegedly, R. Kelly will not see the light of day for decades. Okay?
Okay, so you guys saw this video. You guys let me know what you guys
Let's
think.
just put that out there. And
let me know what you guys think. Now, this is one of the last times that the sisters were able to see their sister, and this was at trial, you guys. This was at trial. If you see, there is Jay right there. There's the little sister right there, and Jocelyn's in the middle. Okay. Now, the text messages, I mean the post that I read, you girl, you're delusional. Why on earth would you be madly in love with R. Kelly? And I get it. I get it. She was with him before, and I understand, the victim mentality and, being with someone and being abused or coerced or, isolated from your family. All of those things is what I see. Okay. All of those things is what I see. Definitely. And it's like she's a survivor, because I definitely feel like there's more to the story. I do not believe she's just living happily ever after. How can you? You know what I'm saying? And your man is in jail. She's saying he's going to get out soon. That's another delusional thing. Girl, didn't he get 31 years? He's only been in there 6. Okay. Now, I wanted to show you guys the video of Azriel, because remember, Azriel was the one who testified against R. Kelly in the trial, and Joycelyn never even took the stand. She stood her ground. I mean, I guess she's standing behind, like, my man, I'm gonna stay faithful, I'm gonna stay down. And I guess, that's enough for her. But do you guys think there's more? Do you guys think that somehow she may be held? It's been 6 years, y'all. We haven't heard one word from her. Who does that? Who does that? And she has to be living a quiet life. She has to be living a quiet, minimal life, because you're not outside like that, where people are actually, I'm not saying that she doesn't go outside, but she ain't outside like that. Because somebody would have said something by now, like, oh, I seen Jocelyn, here, I seen Jocelyn there. I don't know, y'all. I just think there's more to the story. I really do. But like I said, she wasn't the last of the girlfriends. He had 2 girlfriends that he was with, if that's what you want to call them. Some people would just simply say 2 victims. But she is about to be 30 years old, okay? So, I mean, we really have no dog in this fight, y'all. That doesn't stop me from asking, what do you guys think about this whole situation, okay? But what I did want to do is pull up the interview that they had with Gayle King, okay? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Let me see, guys. Where is it? Azriel Clary. Oh, it's gonna be Google. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull up the Google. I got so many things pulled up. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up that infamous. I think it's infamous. I'm gonna pull up that infamous video. I mean, that infamous interview they had on Gayle King. Okay, and of course, this was viral, you guys. Hold on, let me just pull this up. Let me see if this is it. Okay, so we're gonna pull this up. And this is R. Kelly accuser Azriel Clary. Now, this is another reason why I feel like Joycelyn is in danger and is somehow being coerced, because the second girlfriend that was with her has a horrifying tale. Okay? You guys, let's get into this, okay? Hold on. First, I'm going to show you the before. Okay? I'm going to show you the initial video that both Joycelyn and Azriel did together. This was at the time when R. Kelly was free. And they were put up to this interview. All right? And how do we know? Because later in the second video I'm about to show you, Azriel tells all of how they were coerced, on how they were trained, on how they, everything, okay? And this is what puts fear in Joycelyn parents' heart, because of the harrowing tale that Azriel tells us. It's like, girl, what? And meanwhile, Joycelyn's over here, oh, everything's fine. That's like watching the Titanic go down and you're actually on the Titanic. And you're like, everything is fine. The band is playing. Bro, you are about to drown. You feel me? So let's go ahead and take a look at a clip from the very first video. Now, remind you, this is when, before R. Kelly.
The two women who live with R. Kelly are defending him and their relationship with him in the strongest terms. 21-year-old Azriel Clary and 23-year-old Joycelyn Savage told us they love Kelly, while their families claim he has brainwashed them.
In an interview you'll see only on CBS this morning, the two women told us there is nothing inappropriate about their arrangement with the 52-year-old singer. What is your relationship, both of you, with R. Kelly?
We're with him. That's our relationship.
We're with him. Yeah,
We
that's
live
what
with
it
him,
is.
And we're in a relationship with him.
Right.
You just said it.
Uh-huh.
A very strong relationship as
both
well.
of you.
Yes, most definitely.
You know, how do we say this without being inappropriate? Is this a three-way relationship, or do you each have a separate relationship with him? How does this work?
Well, both
I'm
of
curious.
those.
Yeah.
We
Both
both
of
have
those?
our individual relationships with him, and
Right.
we all are family all together. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to amusement parks all together.
I'm not talking about Azriel going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks. I'm talking about, is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually, well, first of
between
all,
the
I'm
three
not
of you?
here to talk.
Girl, first of all, you guys are so defensive. All right? And this is not normal. She just talking like it's just normal. Oh, both of us, we got our relationship, and she take her turn and I take my turn. What? Girl, this is not normal. 52-year-old man. You met when you were 17. Okay? So stop coming at us like you some straight up G. That's first of all. There's nothing normal about this. There's nothing okay about this. I just want to get that out, okay? I'm going to go ahead and continue, but there's nothing right about this. And Joycelyn's parents have a right, okay, to be concerned about their daughter's safety. You guys just keep listening. Let me rewind it just a little bit because I talked over it.
Family all together. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to amusement parks all together.
I'm not talking about Azriel going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks. I'm talking about, is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually, well, first of
between
all,
the
I'm
three
not
of you?
here to talk about my personal life.
Okay.
And I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
No, I wouldn't, but
Okay, then.
but-
So,
no, no, you're
next
right.
question.
No, you're right. I would not, but this is a very different circumstance.
It's
And
not
I
a
think
different
it's a fair
circumstance. There are
question.
people all over the world who have multiple girlfriends. It's no different.
Do both of you all believe you're in love with him?
Of
Absolutely.
course.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course.
Should your
No.
parents be concerned?
No.
Why?
Well, my parents knew where I have always been for 4 years. They have known. They know that I've been well taken care of.
They never thought you were missing, Azriel. They just were wondering if you were okay.
Well, my parents have actually came to Chicago and seen me a few times. I've talked to them. They stopped answering my calls.
You know what they say? They say that you were brainwashed. I talked to your dad last night. He says, my daughter is brainwashed, and he's very concerned. He said he was here 2 days ago and you wouldn't even look him in the eye.
Okay, I wouldn't look him in the eye because he's a liar, and he's a manipulative liar.
I'll tell you why they're concerned, Azriel, because they say she's 17. We found text messages that indicated that she was having sex with R. Kelly when she was
No.
17. Is that true?
No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17.
Why would they want to lie about you, their daughter?
Okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take sexual videos with him, all kinds of stuff.
Wait. Your parents encouraged you to do sexual videos
Yes.
with R. Kelly?
Yes. And they said because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which is exactly what they're doing.
Joycelyn, I see you nodding a lot with what
Yes.
she's.
I just wanted to mention, remember when I said there were accusations out there that people were pimping their children to R. Kelly? Okay. This came up in the instance of Azriel because of how she met R. Kelly. And we'll get into that in a minute. Okay. Let me let this interview finish.
Saying. Why are you nodding in agreement with what she's saying?
Because everything that she's saying is true. Our parents are basically out here just to get money, and
Your
they're
parents,
scamming.
you're saying the same as saying.
Well,
you're
both of
saying-
our parents, are basically out here. They're trying to get money and scam because they didn't agree on what happened, with music or wherever it could be, and they're just very upset.
This is the first time hearing, to be honest with you, that your parents are trying to get money from R. Kelly.
Okay.
Because your father told a very different story
Yeah.
to me
well,
last night.
Yeah, he's the manipulative. He's very manipulative. So he's the one you need to watch out for. But my dad and my mom, they started to send threats to both me and him. They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, oh, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azriel, why you're crying. Tell me.
She crying because she was getting beat like Cassie with big ass 12 Nike shoes upside her head. Okay? Her cootie cat was burning too. She had to do some unspeakable things to R. Kelly too. If y'all don't remember, this didn't end too good. We are seeing the same thing. It's mirroring, okay? It's mirroring and echoing what we're seeing in the Diddy trial, what we're seeing in the Diddy case, okay? Same RICO, same Mann Act. Now, the difference is these were minors that R. Kelly was found and convicted guilty of, all right? And, I just have to warn you, with the civil case that's coming up with Diddy on October the 17th, with the little Rodney Jones civil suit that also includes his son, King Combs, okay, as well. There's minors in that suit as well, okay? So we think Diddy is on the fast track to being found guilty of some of the same crimes that R. Kelly was found guilty of. Okay. And this is why Azriel is crying, because she met R. Kelly when she was just 17 years old at one of his concerts in Orlando, arranged by the parents. Now, you may say, teenage girls go to concerts all the time, which is true, right? And most of the time, the singer, the rapper, whoever's on stage is way older than us, right? If not significantly older than us. So I get it. Now, according to her parents, she went to the concert with her family. And they're saying that R. Kelly singled her out from the crowd and asked her to join him on stage, which he would often do. Okay, he would scour the crowd and pick a young girl, literally, and bring her up on stage. Now, after they left the stage, R. Kelly asked Azriel to sing, okay? And then they exchanged phone numbers, which was inappropriate, should have never happened. But this was the beginning of the relationship. She was a 17-year-old at his concert. He singled her out, brought her on stage, made her feel, after the concert, oh, you sing? Okay. Maybe I can get you a record, hyped her up, made her think that he was going to take her under her wing, that she had the potential, that she had the talent. Oh, the girl can sing. Okay. Just FYI, she can sing. She can sing. Okay. And that's how they exchanged numbers. So he was contacting her behind the parents' back. Okay. And this is what the parents said, that they secretly communicated without their knowledge. Okay. Now, Azriel, the one who's crying right now, somehow talked her parents into thinking that R. Kelly would help launch her musical career. And I think that's what they were thinking in the first place, right? I think that's why he got so much leniency with Azriel, because they thought that he was going to make their daughter a star. And this is what I say when I say everybody has a price. Now, that's up for debate. Were they willing to do what they had to do in order for her to become, because R. Kelly is the freaking, or was the king of R&B, y'all. Come on now. And at the time when she was at his concert, he was at the height of his career. Let's just be honest. Now, they initially tried to ensure that she was never alone with him, but things escalated, and of course, he ended up sleeping with the minor. And I'll bet my bottom dollar on it. Okay, before she was 18. Now, this is the kicker, and this is where the mistake came in, is when R. Kelly convinced the parents to allow Azriel to go on tour with him. What is wrong with y'all? And this is what I say when parents pimp out their children. This is where the parents drop the ball. When they allowed R. Kelly to convince them to allow their 17-year-old daughter to go on tour with a 50-something-year-old man. Now, of course, he was promising contracts, a regular contact, and a guardian, which I'm pretty sure he never produced, because he ended up, like I said, sleeping with Azriel. And you know what happened while they were on tour? She stopped communicating with her family, just like Joycelyn did. She just stopped communicating. Now, her parents later alleged that she had entered into a inappropriate relationship with R. Kelly when she was underage, and from there she became one of his living girlfriends. And at the time, it was described as a ex cult. Okay. Now, they also said that she was in a manipulative and abusive relationship. And this is why we think that Joycelyn is still in a manipulative and abusive relationship, because that's what they were in before R. Kelly even got arrested. It was never a normal relationship, you guys. It was never not violent. It was never not abusive. It was never not inappropriate. Okay. Now, although Azriel ended up testifying against R. Kelly and returning back and reuniting with her family, at one point she defended R. Kelly. Okay. And not just in this interview that we're about to finish watching. But I just wanted to throw that in there and give you guys a little tidbit of information with that. But after this, she's going to go on and allege that they were attempting to blackmail R. Kelly. Okay. But after she left R. Kelly's residence, she confirmed that she had been abused. All right. And this is where the concern for Joycelyn comes in at. All right. Let's finish up this interview.
Crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys are believing some facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money. And if you can't see that, you're ignorant and you're stupid as because you want to be. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells. Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
But Joycelyn and Azriel, this is more than gossip. This is more than just rumors. These are decades of allegations against Robert Kelly.
We're not here to talk about decades. We're here to talk about what our parents are doing right now. Right. And what they're doing right now is all for money. Right.
Now, both sets of parents deny ever asking Kelly for money or receiving money from him.
Okay, so you just watched that interview of Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage. Now, Azriel Clary, who was one of R. Kelly's survivors, testified against him in court, okay, in 2019. Now, as far as the interview that you guys just saw, where she defended the disgraced R&B singer, she later came and confessed that they were coached to do that interview. Okay? He told her to be angry and also coached both of them on what to say. And why do you think Joycelyn's parents are so worried about her? Because this is how they were living even before R. Kelly was arrested. All right. Now let me go ahead and show you the video of, hold on guys. Let me show you the video of Azriel Clary after the trial, okay? She's gonna come back on to have a second interview with Gayle King, okay? Let's see. Let me pull it up, guys, because I just put it down. Now watch how she comes with a whole different tone, okay? You guys go ahead and take a look at this, all right? We're going to look at a small clip from this as well. Now remember, Gayle King spoke to both of the women. Now she's going to speak to Azriel alone. She came back for the interview. Hold on. Hold on, you guys, so I can share this with you guys. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Make sure you push that like button, share out this live, you guys, and go ahead and subscribe. We are on the road to 10K, guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. Now, you know your POV is always welcome in the chat. Just talk to me nice. Hold on, y'all. Video should be going out. And now y'all see, now you guys see why Joycelyn's parents is feeling the way that they're feeling. Why they think their daughter is still in danger, because Azriel Clary has since reunited with her parents, but Joycelyn has not. Okay? The last time Joycelyn reached out to the public and her family was June of this year. She released a 45-second to a minute clip of a video, which they think is fake. They think that their daughter is still in the same hellish relationship and hellish situation that we are hearing Azriel describe after the fact. This is like a total 360 from the first time that she appeared on the Gayle King show. Okay? And this just goes to show you the effects that have been in a violent, abusive, sexual relationship can have on the psyche, on a young woman, on a woman, period, on the mind. Because you couldn't tell her shit when they were in that interview. Now come full circle, she like, yeah, we had to practice every day. Like, and if he didn't like what was coming out of our mouth, he would tell us exactly. This man was obsessed like that to have them practice every day. And it still backfired on him because what? He got sentenced to 31 years. Let's continue, guys. Hold on, y'all, because y'all can't even hear it. Hold on. Just let me bring it up. I'm going to bring it up again. Hold on, y'all, because y'all can't even. You guys can't even hear it. Hold on. Let me bring it back up for you guys so you guys can hear it. And I'll play it over for you before I let you go, before we end this video. I apologize for that, guys. I didn't know that. Okay, so. Okay, I'm going to rewind it for you guys. So go ahead and take a listen to what Azriel had to say. And I'm just going to start it over for you guys.
How happy he was with that interview. And I was just there like, wow.
What did he think about how he came across in the interview?
Truthfully, I think he believed that he had done well. He made a great reflection of himself and where he was in life and how all these women were lying on him and how all these people were.
Our exclusive interview with R. Kelly survivor Azriel Clary. A jury convicted Kelly this week of 9 charges. Now 5 of those related to crimes committed against her, including transporting a minor across state lines to engage in sexual activity. Clary, who is now 23 years old, says Kelly abused her verbally and physically for years. The first time we met her, she was 21 years old and she was still living with R. Kelly. We spoke with her again yesterday. It's her first interview since the trial. Come on in, Azriel. Well, you look good.
Thank you. So do you.
Have a seat. I'll just start with this. I'm really glad to see you again because I wasn't sure I'd ever get to talk to you again.
I'm very happy to be here and see you again as well.
It feels like a full circle moment to me. When we first met Azriel Clary in March of 2019, she had been living with R. Kelly for almost 5 years and was one of his fiercest supporters.
Because you guys don't know the truth. You guys believe in some facade that our parents are saying.
Strange dreams, confusing feelings, still stalking your ex's dog online. There's therapy for that. New city, new vibe, same old anxiety.
This is what brainwashing looks like. Okay? This is what reactions to the effects of sexual abuse looks like. All right? These two young women were clearly abused by R. Kelly. And the fact that Joycelyn still has not left this man is a scary thought. So I can imagine what her parents are currently going through. All right? Let's go ahead and get into this video with Azriel Clary speaking out after this video. 7 months later, after this video, she left R. Kelly. Okay? And within that time frame, right, in July of 2019, he was arrested while walking his dog outside of the Trump Towers in Chicago, which left these two women in his home while he got carted off to jail. And they had to pick up the pieces and figure it out. Now, eventually, they only had, I think, 30 days left, or not 30 days, but when his lease was up. So they had some months, y'all. Okay? But his lease eventually was up in the Trump Towers, and they had to pack up and leave. And that's when the fight took place between Azriel and Joycelyn. And I think Joycelyn was arrested. Yeah, Joycelyn was arrested. Okay? Just giving you guys a little context. Let's get into this interview.
This is all lies for money.
Clary and another woman, Joycelyn Savage, told us then that they were in a relationship with the embattled R&B singer. But Clary left the apartment she shared with Kelly in Chicago 7 months after our interview.
I was lost, and I felt invisible, and I gave someone that control over me to basically make me do whatever it was that they wanted me to do and act however they wanted me to act.
During R. Kelly's trial, she testified that he began sexually abusing her when she was just 17 years old. At the time of the interview with us, were you afraid when you were sitting there talking to us?
I was. He did his interview first.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
He came in and he told us to be angry and be upset, and she's gonna try to do this, and you gonna.
Oh, he told you that?
Yes, and so we came in angry.
So he told you be angry?
Yes, and I was scared because I was like, I don't want the world to see me this way. I don't. I'm loving. I'm caring. I'm compassionate, and no one got to see that side of me.
Yeah, it's interesting because your dad called me after and said, that is not my daughter. That is not who she is. That is not how she speaks. That is not what she believes. During the trial, you testified that you said, I was not honest in the interview that you did with us.
Yeah.
What were you not honest about?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. Yes. You know, before that interview, he had us practicing every single day.
Practicing what?
Answering questions. And if he didn't like our answer, he would tell us exactly what to say and how to say it.
Now, how insane is that, y'all? for him to have them sitting up there practicing this over and over and over again. And you know the effects of domestic violence against women, against just period, right? And remember, she was a teen at the time. She was a teenager at the time when she met him. And it's so easy to manipulate the mind. The younger you are, the more easily it is to manipulate your mind. Hell, some old folks around here can get their mind manipulated. All right? And they often engage in risky behaviors. Get into drugs, alcohol, those kind of things, right? But it may also lower your self-esteem. And being isolated away from your family only makes it worse. So this is what we're looking at, guys.
So anytime you mention anything,
Azriel, I'm stunned by this.
Yeah.
So anytime you mention,
anytime you mention anything about sexual preference, we already know to say, I'm not here to talk about that. Because that's what he told us to say every single
and that's exactly
time.
what you said.
First of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life.
Okay.
And I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom.
So when the interview was over and you all go back to his apartment, the three of you, what is the conversation?
He was so happy.
He was happy.
He was so happy. He was like, you guys did amazing. You know, you did so well. You carried yourself so well. I believe he even got food and wanted to celebrate. That's how happy he was with that interview. And I was just there like, wow.
What did he think about how he came across in the interview?
Truthfully, I think he believed that he had done well. He felt like he had really made a great reflection of himself and where he was in life and how all these women were lying on him and how all these people were just, out to get him and, that sympathy card that he just loved so much.
Did you ever have conversations when he wasn't around to say, this is not good, this is not healthy, we got to get the hell out of here? Did you ever have any conversations like that?
I feel like a lot of people tried, but everyone always got beat over it because he was very good at manipulating the situation. So even if he knew or not, he would basically say, he could come in this room right now and he would say, I've already spoken to Joy. She already told me exactly what you guys have been talking about. You have 5 minutes to be honest, or you're going to be thrown around this entire room. Everything that we were living in had become very normal.
This is clearly a victim that we're listening to, right? And do you guys notice that she said we? Okay? She said we. Now remember, there were other women there before it was just them two. Okay? He used to have them in separate rooms. I don't know if you guys remember or not, right? And they all had to wear baggy sweats. They couldn't leave the room unless they asked for permission. Y'all, it goes deep, okay? We don't even want to pull up them old bones because guess what? We got the Diddy trial coming. All right? But the fact that Joycelyn's younger sister was engaged, getting married, it just triggered something and it brought up all these, videos that I had. And I just thought I would bring this to you because, like I said, the last video that was put out by Joycelyn, she hadn't had zero contact with her family in 5 years. Now, one of the most difficult things to spot in abuse is emotional abuse, right? And this is where victims, most of the time, trade everything they have, their comfort, their stability, for the love of their partner. Okay? And this is what I think Joycelyn is going through. Now, abusers and people that are abused can often develop addictions, right? And I think this is what we're looking at, you guys. Emotional abuse. Because R. Kelly definitely isolated these women. Isolated them from their loved ones. They were not communicating with their parents at all. That's one of the first things that an abuser does. Now, you just heard her say that he verbally abused them. And a lot of abusers use verbal communication as a weapon in relationships. Now, how will they do that? They will insult you, call you derogatory names, blatant cuss words, and they don't care if you answer back or not, right? They will continue to verbally lash you and harass you until you are in submission. Is what Joycelyn is going through? What she was already going through, you guys? This is how they were living. It's called emotional manipulation as well. Because when somebody verbally mistreats you, they're manipulating your feelings. They want you to feel guilty for what they're going through. Right? Let's go ahead and finish this.
She already told me exactly what you guys have been talking about. You have 5 minutes to be honest, or you're going to be thrown around this entire room. Everything that we were living in had become very normal. And I had to break out of that. I had to realize that this is actually abnormal.
Yeah, the dysfunction was so prevalent that after a while it did feel normal to you?
It did, because it was not only me, it was other women who were older than me. You know, when I met him at 17, he had 4 other women. And so these women are all normalizing his actions. And then you have assistants normalizing his actions, and you have workers and security and everyone else that normalize.
That's Diddy. That's Diddy all day long. Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. What's wrong with these sick men? What is wrong? There is a pattern. If there's one, there's more. And I tell you guys all the time, nobody speaks up, nobody says anything, nobody move, nobody get hurt. Why? Because they either do this behavior themselves, they see nothing wrong with it, or they're going to go along to get along. They don't want to ruffle any feathers. Just like I said, Cassie is not alone. Diddy is not the only one. And they're going to come for each celebrity. I don't know if everybody going to be black or not. But they are going to dismantle hip hop. I feel like they're dismantling it now. Dismantle the entertainment business as far as this goes, because this is like a sickness that has spread throughout the culture of America, the culture of the world, really. But specifically, we're looking at R&B, we're looking at entertainment, we're looking at hip hop. And everyone seems to be doing the same thing. If this doesn't echo what we are going through right now, fast forward 6 years to Diddy, who else is going to come in 6 years? Who else is going to meet the chopping block and come to their demise that they've been doing this, and we're going to find out they've been doing this for over 2.5 decades? You know how many lives have been touched and ruined by just one man alone, R. Kelly? Not to mention what Diddy has done. Right? It's crazy when you think, it's mind-blowing when you think about how they were able to get away with this for so long. But I think Azriel breaks it down. When she was introduced into this, the people that were already there, the women that he already had 4 other women that were older than her, who probably participated in acts with her that they should not have. I mean, Joycelyn alone was 20, right? So you alone would have been guilty of a crime yourself. Security, managers, other people that are around, the chef, the gangster, the killer, the dope dealer. They all were in on it. Everybody normalized it. Okay? This is how this happens.
Is actually abnormal.
Yeah, the dysfunction was so prevalent that after a while it did feel normal to you?
It did, because it was not only me, it was other women who were older than me. You know, when I met him at 17, he had 4 other women. And so these women are all normalizing his actions. And then you have assistants normalizing his actions, and you have workers and security and everyone else that normalizes it. So me being very young at that time, I just learned to normalize it.
What do you think anybody could have said or done to help you leave the situation sooner?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I feel like that is something that I would have had to had woken up from myself, something that I would have had to realize on myself. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize with victims, the more you try to help them, the more it upsets them sometimes, you know.
Your interview stands out because you are one of the few who we've heard who defended him so vocally and so adamantly, and now ends up testifying against him. Well, your testimony was very key.
Hmm.
Could this be what Joycelyn is facing? Could this be the situation that Joycelyn is still in, fast forward 6 years later? Has she not woken up and smelled the coffee? Has she not realized it? Or maybe she has, and she cannot escape, y'all. Have you ever thought about that? How she's angry and she don't call anymore. I'm happy. Girl, you're not happy saying you're happy like that. When someone's like, I'm happy, I'm with him, leave me alone, they're not fucking happy. They're not happy. Which makes me grow concern for Joycelyn. Right? I don't know, you guys. I think it's valid. Their parents' concern. And you heard the father say he was going to file a missing persons report, y'all. So that's the reason why I wanted to bring this up, because now he's kicking up dust again. Now, I don't know what that will do. Will they go look for her? Does he have probable cause to open an investigation into her whereabouts? She'll almost be 30 years old, which that sounds like something R. Kelly would tell her to say, right? But you guys think about it. If she is being controlled or manipulated by R. Kelly with the help of others on the outside, the evidence would be on their phone calls, wouldn't it? Now, I don't know how that would work, but that would be her only outlet in communicating with him. So that would kind of leave a paper trail, you think? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how far this missing persons report is going to go that the father is going to file, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Azriel was very key. It was very graphic. It was very painful. Some of it was so graphic, the judge wouldn't even allow it to be released to the public. And I'm wondering what it was like for you sitting there looking at him while you're testifying about what your life had been like with him?
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete.
I feel like it was very disturbing to have to relive those moments. And I don't know, a piece of me was happy because I felt like.
Happy?
Yeah, because I felt like this person no longer has control over me, you know? You don't tell me what to do and what to wear and where to go and how long to be in a room anymore. So
I think the fact that you're sitting here today is very brave and very courageous that you would come back and sit down and want people to see who you really are.
I think it's very important. You know, even I have to take accountability for my actions. It's okay to reevaluate your life. It is okay to change your mind. You know, you are never too old to wake up and say, hey, I thought this was good for me, but it's actually not.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's why it was important for me to come back here and see you again, because it is okay to change your mind. It is okay to apologize and forgive yourself, more importantly. And that's really what I had to do.
R. Kelly, as you know, has long denied allegations of sexual misconduct with the underage girls. I'm happy to say that Azriel is in therapy. You know, she came to the interview alone, which surprised me. I thought somebody would be with her. She came by herself. When she testified, her therapist was with her in another room. And she knows that she still has a lot of work to do. But what happened to her, I was really glad to see her in such a different space, because what she's been through, when I say unspeakable things, I won't go there, only just say at one point feces are involved. Take your mind wherever you want to go. It's that graphic.
Yes. Azriel's testimony was very, very graphic, you guys. She went into detail on some of the things that happened to her, and he would tell them that they could only wear sweats. You have to knock any and every single time you want to come out of the room. He also told them that they needed to delete every single person in their phone except for 4 numbers. And they weren't allowed, and if they didn't follow those rules, he would abuse them physically. Okay. Now, during Kelly's trial, Azriel testified that on one occasion, the singer beat her with a sneaker until she admitted she had texted a friend about their relationship. Now, she also went on to tell the court that witnessed the singer slapping and dragging other women by the hair. If they broke the rules, that's what he would do. Okay? Yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to leave you guys with the thought of Joycelyn Savage. You guys saw that video. Did you think it was deep fake? Did you think it was real? Do you think that's really her? And if so, regardless of if that video is real or not, because everything is suspect to me. Everything looks shady and fishy when it comes to Joycelyn Savage and R. Kelly, still to this day. Do you think she's in danger? Still in danger? Because as we heard from Azriel, this is how they were living, you guys. They were being beaten. They were being abused. They were being kept against their will. Is this still the case for Joycelyn today? Because she has not left R. Kelly yet. She was with him 4 years before he went to jail. And now 6 years in, she is still patiently waiting on this man. Right? So I don't know, you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. I just wanted to bring you guys this information. Like I said, make sure you share out this live, smash that like button. And if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. That's all I have for you guys. Make sure you guys come back and turn on your notifications so you know every time I come live or drop a video. All right. And like I said, y'all, let me know what you guys are thinking about the whole situation, y'all. Because I do feel like Joycelyn is now, will she come out? The question is, will Joycelyn come out to attend her younger sister's wedding? Now, we don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I don't know. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I don't know, you guys. Leave your thoughts in the chat, and I will be back with another video, okay? Until next time, America. See you guys later.
Ain't no stopping, that bitch talking, and we dropping tonight. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Lisa Bonet, aka the Hood Mona Lisa, and I am back with another video. This is some hot tea, y'all. Party rockin', lips locking, goofy jocking tonight. I got ounces, pocket rocket, pullin' poppin' tonight. Ain't no stopping, that bitch talking, and we dropping tonight. Goddamn, man, they motherfucking shot him tonight. Party rockin', lips locking, goofy jocking tonight. I got ounces, pocket rocket, pullin' poppin' tonight.